Episode 14 of the FOH Sis podcast. We're back. Jinx. Double jinx.
Knock on wood.
So, what are we getting into today, man?
What's going on in the world?
We're getting into a few subjects. We're going to talk about Cardi B. We're going to talk about Bad Bunny. We're going to talk about Nicole Kidman, all the like. Pop culture. Because the world is still dark, so we got to keep it light.
Yep.
But yeah, nothing really happened to me this week. I worked and nothing cool happened. It was just kind of lame. Nothing to report.
Yeah, working. Yeah, so I've been trying to clear my throat for the last 5 minutes.
I thought you were going to say like 5 hours.
No.
I haven't been able to speak. You back?
Anyway, so yeah, working 40 hours a week sucks.
Yeah, I think we need to figure out a new work week. Like, I think we need to do,
It couldn't have been the popcorn.
I
I literally was like, don't eat popcorn before we start this because you're going to
exactly
choke.
what it was.
And yeah, so it happened.
But I think Sweden announced like a 4-day work week and
I
something
work
else.
4 days, but I work 40 hours.
No,
or
it's
more.
lower hours, and I was like, I'm about to move there.
Mental health.
Yeah. We don't give a shit about mental health in America, though.
No,
like,
why
fuck that
would we?
shit.
Speaking of mental health, did you see like Lola Young canceled her entire tour?
You called it, not exactly me. But
I
you
was
were
like, she's in an emotional state. We don't really know why. We don't know nothing about her. But I was like, something's not right. Like she's not like mentally healthy. And then she's like, falls on stage.
Yeah, she passed out though, which I'm like kind of concerned about that.
But she looked like she was about to cry before she passed out. I was watching the video. I'm like, this girl always looks like she's on the verge of tears.
Yeah, maybe she's not into performing. Like, maybe she's not, like, a live performer. I don't know, because she, like, canceled all her foreseeable shows.
Yeah.
Maybe it just makes her nervous. I mean, I'd shit my pants.
Like, you know, just, like, fame is probably a lot, too, for someone. Didn't she just get famous? She had, like, a one-hit... I don't want to say one-hit wonder, because I'm sure she has other songs, and she might come out with more, but I'm saying, like, she had a hit that catapulted her. I don't think she was, like, known before that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So I think it was just,
I don't know.
Maybe it was an abrupt rise, and she was like, I'm not built for it.
Yeah. I'd probably pass out too. Why are we both having this? It's contagious. But I didn't eat the popcorn, so. But yeah, I don't know. That's just like, and then some people are being like drugs, and I'm like, why are we immediately?
Yeah, and then
why are we
said, like, her
immediately going
manager
there?
is the same manager as Amy Winehouse, and like Amy Winehouse was overworked and died, and I was like, no, she was a drug addict and died.
Also, her dad was the piece of shit. I don't know if anybody watched the documentary, but that shit was crazy, and I think that her
I gotta brush
dad
up.
should have been put away because he was the one that was like, he wasn't her manager, but he was definitely influencing. Just like when she wanted to stop performing or take a break from performing, he would like push her to meet fans and stuff. But also, she says a lyric in a song. And if my daddy thinks I'm fine, it's literally like she's fine. She doesn't have to go to rehab. He was like pumping her for money. It was like weird.
Crazy.
And I'm like, I don't know if you can be like held accountable as a father for that because she was an adult, but I feel like he like contributed to her like untimely death. Like, I think that he's responsible. I mean, I know she's doing the abuse, but he wasn't.
Yeah, but
helping.
if you have somebody who's like a close family member in your corner and is somebody you trust, and it's your dad, who you're like, yeah, dad gives me the best advice. Like,
no, he was a piece of shit in my eyes.
No,
but
I
anyway,
know. I'm
watch
saying
the Netflix documentary.
She might have been like, "Oh, I look up to this person. He knows if I'm cool. I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know."
But it's like
she's also under the influence of like many drugs.
Yeah.
Like not of sound mind.
Yeah, and her boyfriend was also a piece of shit. But like, watch the documentary. It's not subpar. It's actually good.
Yeah. So yeah, we were like scrolling through TikTok. And we saw like this video about Keith Urban and how he's like a piece of shit, basically. And now their 20-year marriage ended solely because of him, because he's an addict and he's pretending to be sober. And
yeah, I just was like disregarding the whole video, but it was kind of rubbing me the wrong way because I feel like that when it comes to TikTok, especially, I would say is like an app that's like, it's like if you can say anything you want about a dude, you can shit on him, you can be like he's like the worst thing ever, and then when it comes to women, if you say anything, I think we said a lady's eyebrow was drawn
one of
on
her
wrong,
eyebrows was fucked up on Love Is Blind.
which I've drawn my eyebrows on crazy before. Like I've seen old videos on my Jesus
they were
Christ, and
like-
I would roast myself.
Hold the phone. Did you just say her eyebrow was messed up? What a piece of fucking shit. How dare you call her an ugly piece of crap? And I'm like, nobody said that. We said her eyebrow was a little weird.
Yeah, and
And now
now
we
this
can
Keith
say
Urban thing.
That Keith Urban is a fake sober, has no self-worth, has no friends.
No friends. Also was he when they were first got together and he was writing love songs about her and love bombing her, she fell for it. Like their love was just fake for 20 years. And I was like,
it's
what?
It's wild. And I'm like, there's so many cheerleaders on that video going, yeah, he's a piece of shit. And then talking about addicts like they're just dirt. Like
Yeah.
being like, don't date it, even if they're sober, even if they have sobriety
But
under
the-
their belt, don't do it.
The person in the video is saying she was an addict, and I'm like, you're just literally talking about an addict like they're not even a human being because they're a man. Like you could tell that it was very like I hate men, male, like I hate
she
males
has some-
driven video. It wasn't
She
like
has some demons that she's fighting. For
and then she's
sure.
like, if a woman's an addict, they don't hurt men as much. Like she was trying to like do that, and I was like, what? Whoa, we can't do that. Like that's crazy. And
yeah,
it's-
like trust me, there are women like this, but the damage that men do is much worse than the damage that women do to men.
and it was
What?
just like,
Doing the same behaviors, but there's different damage being inflicted?
I don't know. It was just offensive on many levels. And the thing that was getting me was like, oh, he said he's sober, but he's not fucking sober. And I'm like, coming for a person that let's just say he's telling the truth and he is sober. To me, coming from another addict and being like, oh, this piece of shit isn't even probably sober is kind of insulting. And it's like almost like I don't believe him because drug addicts are liars. It's like, but you were a drug addict.
Yeah.
So when you like, I don't know, have the same
Yeah,
like
but her
empathy-
credibility is a little bit shaky. When I watched that video, like maybe they are liars.
Yeah, I don't know. It was very uncomfortable. And I was like, we literally don't know anything, right? And then the video came out of him saying, I'll be your guitar player to like his 24-year-old's guitar player. And they're like, they're dating. They
Yeah,
must be dating.
Yeah, and I watched the video, and there was one where he points to her like, "Oh, when I'm trying to get to you, baby," whatever the hell he's saying, and they're like, "Oh, he specifically pointed to her, but she's singing the next line, so I think he was pointing to her like, you're up." It didn't seem like I'm pointing to you because I'm in love with you. And listen, if it comes out that they're dating, that's kind of
That's gross
whack.
because she's 24 and he's 57. But
And we discuss this all the time, that men want women that are in their early 20s when they're damn near 60. Like,
yeah, but it hasn't come out yet, so it's all purely speculation. And I was like, it's just weird because they do anything for a headline. They're like, they're dating, like they've become a couple, whether they know it or not.
yeah.
They're together, and it's just very odd.
And they like hugged, but the hug to me was like a coworker. It was like, and he like patted her a little bit. It wasn't like, oh my God, we're in love.
Yeah, and it's also just like, I don't know, it's just weirding. It's weirding me out, and it's like they were also saying in the video that like nobody knew who Keith Urban was, and I'm like, I thought Keith Urban hit his prime years ago. Like people know who Keith Urban is.
The people saying I don't know who Keith Urban is are like Gen Z and stuff. Like,
but
they never,
also that
like,
woman was older and she was like, I don't listen to country music. And I'm like, that's why you don't know who Keith Urban is. You can't not listen to any country music and go, he's not well known because I didn't see a poster of him when I lived in Nashville. That's not your way of knowing who's made it.
Also, like, it's no shade, but we used to watch CMT when we were like kids growing up, and Keith Urban was everywhere.
Literally everywhere.
And he's got some bangers, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's a great album to listen to when you're spring cleaning. Like, which
Yeah,
album is
highly
it?
recommend. the Golden Road, isn't that what it is?
Yeah,
And you just
so-
open all the windows, and you just
light some
blast Keith
candles,
Urban.
pledge, the deep clean.
And this is
Pledge
coming from people
Windex.
that hate country music.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even like it. We used to watch CMT as a kid, and we did listen to country, and now I'm like, I don't even want to be near it. But that album, I'll fuck with.
Slaps.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll fuck with heavy. But yeah, it's just disturbing to me. This is very disturbing. And I like Nicole Kidman. Like, I watch all of her stuff, including
it was like part of the She-Man Man
Baby
Haters
Girl.
Club.
Well, I watch all her movies, including the outrageous 50 Shades of Grey that was basically hardcore porn.
But also, like, when are we going to admit that this is a little bit problematic, that she was on interviews being like, oh my God, I had to tell them to stop the sex scene because I orgasmed so many times. If I was that woman's husband, I'd be like, there's some things you can keep to yourself. Like, you don't have to tell the interviewer everything that you're thinking.
Yeah. And it's also like in the movies that she's in, she's very sexualized, but she's raunchy. Like Nicole Kidman has always been that way. But yeah, coming from me, who's a jealous person, if that were my partner and they're like, oh yeah, I orgasmed like 10 times on set and I got burnout and I had to like literally tell them that I needed to stop. It was so sexual and way too much for me. And it's a young dude that she's with in this
imagine
movie.
him-
I would literally be like,
So either way,
ma'am.
listen, either way, imagine this, like, imagine she goes on set, she's having these sex scenes that are not actual sex, but she's somehow orgasming so many times that she's worn out, which is crazy. She goes
She
home.
must orgasm easily.
She must. I don't know what woman in the
She
world.
must be the
but-
woman that sits on the cold floor and has an orgasm. I don't know.
Or takes a shit. But
Just
anyway.
one real good fart and she's just sends her into euphoria. I don't know. I wish I had that
crazy.
life.
So wait,
or
but
maybe not.
imagine.
It could be problematic. It could be an issue.
So she goes home and she goes, guess what happened at work today? Right? Imagine that scenario.
I mean, mortified.
I would be like, this is just not like it. But imagine the flip side of it. What if she didn't say it to him and she's just saying it in an interview?
And he's like, you didn't tell me that.
what an awkward encounter.
Or like, let's just say it's like, let's just say in a perfect world, Angelina and Brad Pitt are still together, right? And Brad Pitt does a movie and he's like in an interview and he's like, I'm nearly busted a nut 7 times on set and I had had burnout over this young woman.
Yeah, he's like,
What-
I was on set with Sydney Sweeney and I almost
Right.
jizzed in my
And
pants.
wouldn't if it were turned around, I think the media would be like, what on God's green earth?
like, this married man, how
Yeah.
dare he?
Like vile, disgusting creature. So I think that we need to be careful because I don't know. Maybe
we don't
it's a hot
have
take.
we don't have the facts, okay? All I'm saying is a 20-year marriage, there had to be something. There's kids involved.
And
You know
when
what I
he
mean?
sang the fighter song to her in the car and she was singing it back to him, they were in love, straight up. She didn't fall for a trap that he placed.
Yeah. So I mean, like, also they were saying that lyric was specifically, he wrote that song about her, so maybe he switched it because he was like, I don't know. But
Yeah.
also, he's a guitar player. He said, I'll be your guitar player.
He didn't say,
What is
like,
that? He
I'll
didn't
be
say-
your lover.
He didn't say, you'll be my guitar player and strum my fucking deck. Like, he
Yeah,
just said, I'll
strum
be
my
your guitar
strings
player.
or whatever.
So
I don't know.
weird.
It was a stretch. It definitely was a stretch. But either way, I mean, it seems like marriage ended, and it seems like at least
Love isn't real.
At least, yeah, right. At least Nicole Kidman is coming out that she's upset about it. So maybe something did transpire where men ain't shit, but we don't have all the facts to go that direction. You know what I mean? It's just weird.
Even if we had the facts to say men ain't shit, we don't have the facts to say he had no friends, no self-esteem,
Wasn't
relapsed,
sober.
wasn't sober, and is now fucking a 24-year-old
also, if I
woman.
were getting $600K for each year I was sober, you bet, damn, I will be sober as fuck.
But also,
I won't
that's
drink
the,
coffee.
but
I'll be
that's-
like, yo, I'm clean. I'm good. And then what? Now he's going to cash out like $11 million after this
well,
marriage?
I'm assuming that the prenup was as they were married, like she would pay him out every year, right? or you think it's at the end, and now he's like, yes, in the
Yeah, because I'm like,
divorce.
wouldn't that give you incentive to break up? Like, you're like, all right, I gotta stay in it a couple
I've been
years
sober for
longer.
20 years, 60K.
And he's like, you know what? I don't want to be sober no more. I want 11 mil, and I want to blow it on. I want to put. I don't know. Blow it on hookers and blow is what I was gonna say, but blow and blow wasn't what my intent was. But
Yeah, well,
blow my back out by a 24-year-old with 11 mil. I don't know. I just think that we're jumping the gun.
yeah. So that's our take.
Give the guy a fucking break. Also, Cardi B is like fat phobic.
Oh yeah.
I saw that like something on Twitter where
I'm like, how can someone be fat phobic when she's like literally what is she on like Instagram live going, I'm the fattest I've ever been. I'm fucking gigantic. I've never been this big in my entire life.
Maybe that's part of the problem.
that
Maybe
part
that's
of it?
problematic because she's not as fat as some fat people. I don't even know if we're fat phobic. I can't diagnose us, but all I know is that she went to Twitter and all the Cardi B fans sold out the 3X shirts. And she said, like, damn, my fans be getting, like, the fans were saying, damn, we're selling out all the fat people shirts. And she said, yeah, y'all getting fat as fuck, like, as a joke. And I guess, like, a woman, like, took to Twitter and started making videos saying that she was directly insulted by it. I guess she's a bigger lady. I didn't look at the
Is
video.
she a Cardi B fan? She bought the clothes and she's
Did she
mad at
buy
Cardi
the
B?
3X shirt? I don't know.
Or she just heard the comment and she's like, I'm personally... Is she like really big? Did we see the video?
I didn't bother doing the research. I probably should have looked up the video because I kind of want to see how big she is, but that's neither here nor there. If somebody's making a joke and then Cardi went to TikTok and was like, yeah, I'm not apologizing. I didn't insult you personally. It was just like us poking fun at the fact that all the 3X shirts were selling out and the fans made a joke and I just piggybacked off of it.
Yeah.
And she's like, why would I apologize? And I kind of agree with her. I don't know if that's a hot take. The lady's telling her to read a fat phobic book.
Yeah. No, I agree with her. And I'm also like, she made a comment that was like, well, people make fun of my BBL all the time. Like, could I say like y'all are BBL phobic?
Yeah, right. But I feel like people always make fun of everybody, and it's always an outrage.
That's kind of what she said too. She like, I'll make fun of you if you're fat, skinny. Yeah. I don't care what you do as long as you don't fucking stink.
Yeah, which
aren't people saying that she stinks?
Does she? Remember when that girl? When we were in
it's like I wouldn't touch the stink comment only because it's like always a rumor that her BBL stinks.
Yeah, but remember when we went to that like the church dance? We were homeschooled, so there was that church dance and the girl said we smelled like cheesesteaks.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And then tried to gaslight us saying, well, cheesesteaks smell good.
I was like, thanks. You just said I smell like beef and onions and cheese.
But why did we all smell like cheesesteaks? Or did you just eat cheesesteaks? Like they're trying to fucking Sherlock Holmes this shit.
I think that we probably smelled like onion pit disorder.
For the dance? I can't imagine.
Maybe we had onion pits.
Back
maybe
then
we were
I
dancing.
was showering like twice a day, I feel like.
Yeah, and only using conditioner.
No, this wasn't after we were dancing. This was when we first arrived and
when
hugged
we first
everyone.
walked in.
I think that's a fucked up comment, but if I smell like beef and cheese, I guess I have to respect it.
But this is the thing about the cheesesteak comment is like we think about this like right. This is still in our brains at our ripe old age.
Yeah, it must have triggered our fight or flight or something.
Yeah, and then meanwhile, maybe she doesn't even know this happened or remember it. Isn't it so funny?
Yeah.
Like if you think about life, like that hasn't affected her at all. Probably.
That's what I mean. Like when bullies make like backhanded comments or even just people in general say something mean and like some people
it's effortless. It rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, it doesn't even like register that they even said it. They're like, oh, okay. And then it's like, I'll think about it for the rest of my life if it's said to me. So if I say something mean, I'm like, oh, I immediately am like, sorry, that was really, really fucking mean.
Well, someone at work was like, hey, like I have this like open wound on my body. Does it look bad? And showed it to me. And I said, not gonna lie, it looks terrible. It looks like when Frodo had the ring and it was burning into his flesh. And I thought about that for a while, but I'm like, he asked. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I did have the thing where I was like, that was kind of mean. Like, and I did apologize, but I'm like, you asked at least. I didn't just walk up and go, what's going on with that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like, it's not like what's going on with yeah, it's a zit I fucked with. You know what I mean? It's like you asked for it. Like, I would never go up to, like, after I just fucking
Be like-
popped a major fucking cystic acne zit and it's fucking on my face and it obviously looks like there's just cover up caked on like a red dot and it just looks disgusting. And I'm like, how's this look? Like, I know it looks fucking bad.
but I barely want to tell it.
I
but
know
anyway,
it looks
like,
bad. Like, we all have our struggles, right? So, like, the back knee
was back kneeing, I guess, so to speak. And meanwhile, I'm not aware. Like, I don't know what, I can't look at my back every
Yeah.
morning. I'm not like fully, I'm like, maybe I think it's a good day when you wake up. So I'm wearing like a sports bra at the gym. And this one guy I'm working out, he goes, yo, your back looks crazy. I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, you know, like those little bumps that you get on your back when you work out, they light up and they turn really red. And I'm like, my back knee? And he's like, yeah, they turn really red, but it's kind of like, because I start getting weird, and he's like, why are you getting weird? I'm like, I'm really insecure about it. Like, I wish you didn't bring it up. And he's like,
you're telling me that my back looks like Hellboy. Like, how am I supposed to react?
and he goes,
It's like a
No,
Marvel
it's-
superhero.
no, it's really cool. Yeah. He goes, no, it's really cool. It's like a superpower. It's like they're lighting up and they're connecting. He's like, I thought it was kind of rad. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, what the fuck?
My superpower is my back knee lighting up and connecting.
My superpower is my biggest insecurity. Yo.
is crazy.
I was crying, bro. I was like, do not do this to me ever again.
Yeah, but you didn't ask him. You didn't go, how's my back knee look while you're doing a fucking pull up?
Be like, hey, is it on fleek?
Is it popping? What's popping?
This should be popping, bro.
But yeah, Cardi B, she's
I'm
give her a
crying.
break. Give her a fucking break, dude.
And then Cardi B is feuding with fucking Nicki Minaj on
I can't even
Twitter.
keep up. All I saw was Barney in a wig, and I was like, "This has got to be
She's
great." But
calling
I
her
haven't.
Barney B, and that's the only thing I can really fuck with because we use that insult on somebody that really messed us up, and I'm like, you know what? I respect it.
Yeah, right.
You know, Barney B. But yeah, I'm not gonna delve too much into it because I don't really fully like know everything that's going on. But I did see something where they're like talking about class. They were saying like, oh, like Cardi B's ratchet and Nicki Minaj has like a class tour, and I'm like,
Nicki,
this entire thing is ratchet.
this entire thing is classless, and also Nicki is literally the one that always fights with people. On the internet.
she's like, that's her thing.
So, like, what do you mean it's like Cardi B's not handling this with class, but Nicki is? Nicki's always going for people's throats. She's always starting a fight.
My thing is like, it's almost like, yeah, it's entertaining, I guess. I'm not really, but I'm getting tired of it. It was entertaining like the first day where you're like, oh, they're feuding maybe, but not really. It was almost like, yeah, but the world is like in
Ending,
chaos.
And we're watching Cardi B and Nicki like we have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, like they're
it's
having
funny.
like live streams and watching them tweet live, and it's like 15 minutes between each tweet. And like my thing is like, you're behind a keyboard for 4 days at least. We're on probably 4th or 5th day, and I'm like, don't you like look at it and you're like, it's getting a little out of hand. Maybe I need to chill out. Like, because it's not like an argument face to face where you're you're fuming. You're having time to sit down. So I'm almost like it's got to be a PR stunt for both their albums.
And also, like, if I were waiting for the tweet 15 minutes and then, like, what if the response was just like, I'd be like, that's underwhelming. You know, if you're, like, dedicating that
if
much
you're,
time
like,
to
on-
waiting for
yeah.
the live response.
Yeah. And then on top of it, it's like, I lost my train of thought, man. Dang.
On top of it, it's just like women fighting women, and we're just like, this is entertaining, and the world's kind of in shambles right now. It almost seems like it's not going well, Sam. We'll just say that.
Okay, yeah. No, I caught my train of thought. What I was saying was, Nicki's got an album coming out in March. So to me, this is like a PR stunt. But also,
Yeah.
Cardi has an album out now where they're saying that she was throwing shots at Nicki, and this is why Nicki's doing this, right? Like,
Yeah.
Nicki's going off because the album was a dig. Now, I think this is a way because Cardi didn't meet her views that she thought she was going to get for the album to get
Yeah.
more views, because I'm almost inclined to listen to the album. Like, I wasn't gonna, because they're saying there's digs at Nicki, but I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm not feeding into this.
They're trying to trick you, bro. They're
It's a
trying to
trap.
get you. But it's just funny because I was watching that movie Don't Look Up. I'd never seen it, where the comet's
saw it
about to
during
hurl
COVID.
towards Earth and everybody's about to die. And they're concerned with, I don't know who the characters are called, but it's the biggest pop star, and it's played by Ariana Grande. And she's like, Kid Cudi's like proposing to her in it. And it's like, everyone's like, oh my God, they just proposed, and they're freaking out. Meanwhile, they like deliver the news that the comet's going to hit Earth, and they're still freaking out about the celebrity proposal and not even like acknowledging that that's happening. I was like, I feel that heavy right now because I feel like there's so much shit going down, and we're like, what's going on with Nicki and Cardi?
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, Selena and Benny got married.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. They've been engaged. They should get married. That's literally how it happens.
Yeah. And
It's
then
just like, oh, and then Justin Bieber, did you see he posted a picture of himself playing basketball, but he played a song about marriage the day they got married? And I was like, are Haley and Justin just doing this because it gives them like
I didn't
clout
see it.
or brownie points?
I didn't see it, man.
It's odd. It's an odd choice to post a marriage song, even if it's just a picture of you the day that Selena's getting married. And I was like, I almost think they're doing, because we already went down the rabbit hole of Haley and Justin,
That
right?
they're trolling us.
That they're all trolling us, and Haley's like dressing the same as Selena right after Selena. She's doing the cooking show right after
Yeah.
Selena. She's releasing the makeup right after Selena. She's posing in the same like photo-esque as Selena, and I'm like, I think it's all for clout. I think it's all for clout. And I know that Justin Bieber's like, it's not clocking to you, and I'm a human, and the fucking paparazzi need to treat me like I'm a human being, which I agree with. They should, but I think there is a little bit of, maybe it's a conspiracy that they're trolling us, both of them as a couple, or like,
They might be.
I'm gonna do shit for clicks because they're bored, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. I just think it's odd.
Also, celebrities sometimes have like a team that runs their account. So do you think like the PR team may be in on it? Like they're like, this will get them
yeah,
some
but wouldn't he be like,
relevancy.
don't do that? That's fucking stupid.
He's on
like, you wouldn't
drugs.
have any say.
I mean, I'm sorry. Allegedly.
Yeah, you can't say that
can't say
because, like, we said that Britney was on meth, allegedly. And did you see the recent video of her in the bathroom? She's on a
Her
date.
nipple falls out at the sushi date? Yeah, I've seen it.
And she's
doing the worm
in a
on the wall.
fucking
Is that even like a
Dude,
thing?
she's in a negligee. Like she's wearing a nightie.
Could you imagine doing the worm on a wall?
But look, no, I've done the worm on the wall. I'm sure I have, like on a fucked up bender or something. And I'm like, it's giving
In
under
lingerie?
the influence. It's giving under the influence. It's giving.
Were you on meth when it happened?
No, I was not on meth. No, I've never done anything like that. But I'm saying that's next level. Like you've done cringe shit in the bathroom and filmed yourself when you're drunk.
Yo, one of
This
my
is giving
Facebook
next-
friends
Dude.
posted that video and wrote, if you don't do this on the first date, it's off. We're not hanging.
Yeah,
and
but
I
then
started
she's like-
cracking up.
Sticking her leg up, twerking on the wall, and her butt cheeks popping out.
Her-
This is a public restroom. Like I'm trying to.
I
imagine if
literally was
walked
imagining
in.
me in seasons 52 doing that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like, I was like, what if somebody walked in?
Like you gotta be fucked up, and people are like, "Oh, it's mental illness," or no. Most people are saying it's not Britney, which the clone Britney thing needs to stop.
the denial is not just a river.
Like,
in
leave
Egypt.
Britney alone. No, stop saying she like, yes, leave her alone, whatever. But stop saying she has a fucking clone. Like, that's delusional. It's her.
It's crazy.
It's her.
The accountability is very not there.
Her body and face has just taken a toll because there's been a lot of stuff going on that nobody wants to admit that's going on. Allegedly. We'll just say that.
Yeah, so moving on.
But yeah, Brie methed up. But Bad Bunny's doing the Super Bowl, and I'm psyched out of my mind about it. I'm going to be honest.
Dude.
I don't know a single song. I know the TT Me Pergunto, or whatever the fuck it's called. It's an absolute banger.
Say it in the whitest way possible. The TT Me Pregunto song.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, and people are freaking
Banger.
out. They're freaking out, being like, "This is America,"
I
and
think
you
it's
have a
boomers
Spanish,
freaking out and like MAGA's freaking out. I don't think it's real people freaking
right?
out.
Because I'm like, we've always had like Spanish artists. You know what I mean? Like maybe they have like a mixture.
Shakira.
Yeah, but she sings like in English, but so does Bad Bunny. He has some English, like he says things in English. It's like mixed.
She
but
was singing
also
Spanish songs
doesn't-
at the Super Bowl the last time.
it
They were mad that she
doesn't
was
fucking matter. It's fucking music. It sounds great. It's a vibe. Like, do you think I know the lyrics to every song I like? I know every single lyric. I know exactly what they're saying when I
No.
first listen to it. Just experience it because it's gonna be a great show. Like, I have no doubt that it's
yeah,
gonna be
and
a
it's
great
like
show.
you're gonna fucking turn it off anyway, just like you turn off every other Super Bowl that you're offended
Just like you
by.
turned off Kendrick Lamar and didn't want to listen to him. So just don't listen
Just
to
like
it.
you didn't want to watch Jennifer Lopez and Shakira rubbing their labias on a pole because they
And
were offended by that.
They also, like, if you think about it, like, the Super Bowl has never been anything that anybody likes. At least,
Nobody
like,
ever
since I
likes
have
it.
been a kid.
I think our dad liked Lady Gaga.
That was it. But he's
he-
always like, this is always a disaster.
He's like, I'm waiting for Lady Gaga to get demonic, and she didn't for the Super Bowl. I guess.
And then people are writing, can we get Jelly Roll or, like, some other country singer? And I'm like, what's going on?
Listen, I'd rather have Keith Urban than Jelly Roll. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest.
Throwback.
Singing the Golden Road.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't get the outrage, and it's like, this is America.
It's
Why are we doing
he's
this? And I'm like, what?
He's like a global superstar.
Yeah.
Like, this music is very popular. Just because you don't know what it is. Also, do boomers think that they're going to pick somebody from their generation?
They want Creed to perform.
You're joking.
I don't know. I thought that had to be a joke.
But
It
I'm
had to
saying,
be a
like, we're
joke.
not going to get a boomer artist.
They
and
think
be
that
like-
Bruce Springsteen's gonna be doing like backflips
They don't like
on the
him
stage.
either,
Oh
'cause
yeah,
he's a
'cause too-
Democrat.
yeah.
They like
I'm
his
trying to think of
music,
who
but-
they would. Lee Greenwood.
Oh, my God.
I
Oh,
don't
my
know.
word. But yeah, it's going to be contemporary artists, so you're probably not going to like any of them.
Yeah,
to be honest,
even if it was Sabrina Carpenter, they would be like that
That-
whore.
they would be like, "Oh, cool," and then they would see it and go, "This is horrifying."
Yeah. But it's like, I don't know. We've been outraged about like any music, really. I mean, there's like, what are you going to get? Like, what are you going to be happy with? A Christian artist singing about Jesus Christ on the Super Bowl stage? Because it's not going to fucking happen. And then it's also like, I'm trying to think of one single Super Bowl where they weren't mad because it's always a contemporary artist. Is
Lady
it not? Like,
Gaga.
was it ever like, did we ever have like I guess maybe we had somebody come out. I'm trying to think where it was like an older artist and we're like, oh, that's cool. They're doing the Super Bowl. And I forget who it was. I don't know. I'm sure it's happened, but it's not really typical because they're trying to be current.
Yeah.
I don't get the outrage. Just why don't you just try to listen to a song? You've never heard a song, you're just mad because he speaks Spanish. Like, say racist without saying racist.
It's fucking weird. Weird energy.
Yeah. But I mean, this whole year has been weird energy, so maybe that's just.
And then they're like,
feeding into
ICE
it.
is going to be at the Super Bowl. And I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, should I
Like,
send
what?
ICE?
So first of all,
You
what
just
are we?
blew up your whole plan.
You blew up your whole plan, but Bad Bunny is Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico is part of America. But anyway, yeah, that's happening. But
fucking
also,
wild.
I did have a story. I had a story about the gym that's crazy.
Okay.
A little bit.
I didn't hear it, I don't think, right?
No. So I was in the steam room and there were these guys talking, and this guy, like, he's always there. He was like, last week he said this guy that's constantly in the steam room, he dry shaves in there.
Ew.
Like his bald head and stuff.
I thought you were gonna say his balls.
Well,
but you were
buckle
saying
up.
you were just saying it in a very like his, just his bald head. But it sounded like you were gonna
So-
like kind of just like gloss over it.
mind you, I've never seen him, but several
Okay.
people know who he is,
He
and
dry
he's been
shaves
talked
his
about
bald
it.
head in the steam room.
We
and now
say
they're
dry
talking about it.
shaves, but it's a steam room, so there's steam. So like, you know
Well,
what I
you're
mean?
saying
So
no
it's
shaving
moist.
cream.
It's moist, and he's taking a razor, right? He's known for this. This is why I'm just saying he's the dry shave guy, just to paint a picture.
And he's in there, or you're
So
talking
he
to
goes
somebody about it?
into no. This I just heard this. Thank God I wasn't there. He's like, yeah, last week the guy who dry shaves came into the steam room and he put a chair down and he sits in the chair and he's like assuming that he's getting ready to dry shave. The guy starts jerking off in the steam room
In
just
front of
with
people?
the other guy in there.
With what guy? The guy
The
that's
guy who was
telling
telling
you the
story. He was telling guy. I was
Okay,
there. I was in the steam room.
details. So who's the guy that's telling the story? Is like what, your age?
No, he's like an older guy. He's
Older
just,
guy.
We're just all
and
in
is
there.
the dry shave guy an older guy?
He's an older guy. So the guy telling the story, probably like late 40s. The dry shave guy is an old man, maybe like late 50s, early 60s.
All right, so he's not like old. He's okay. All right, and he just starts jerking off. Is he making eye contact?
I didn't get that far. I just heard him telling the story, and he goes, as soon as he starts doing it, I'm like, what the? Okay, so he's like, I left, and I had to tell somebody immediately, and I was like, yo, this
you
guy's
can't do that
jerking
in
off
public.
in the steam room, and now I guess he's like banned from the gym.
You would get banned. I would hope.
So I'm like, yo, thank God, like it wasn't like a girl in there. Like it's like not that many women go in there. A few
What
of
an
them,
odd
but
thing.
like such a weird thing, right? And like, wouldn't you like be like, I'm gonna get caught? I'm doing it right in front of this guy, or are you like that's the
Fuck
thrill of it?
I guess he thought he wasn't gonna say anything.
Like man to man, like a Louis C.K. situation.
He's like, look, just keep it to yourself. It's not a big deal. I don't know.
So odd.
It's so strange.
I was like, yo, I'm a little bit traumatized by that because the one time I was in the pool, I thought a guy was jerking off in the steam room.
Was it him?
No, this guy was like really heavy set, and they said this guy's skinny. I've never seen him. They said he's a skinny, frail old man.
Pretty bizarre.
Crazy.
But I mean, I'm glad he got banned.
Thank God. Thank God he caught him. I guess he probably does that all the time. He's probably been doing it for months.
Dude, it's just odd to do it in front of him. Like, I'm wondering if like maybe he didn't see him, or maybe I don't know. Was he like?
But
obviously,
also, like, I think he's
I would have
maybe
so
he-
many questions. I'd be
right.
like,
I couldn't
direct eye
he
contact? What was
wasn't
he looking
talking
at?
to me, man. He was talking to the other guys, and I was
Yeah.
in there. You know, I couldn't interject and be like, "Hey, so I gotta."
I would have to interject. I'd be like, I
Wait.
gotta know.
be like, I need to know more information.
I'd be like, was he talking to you? Did he make a noise? What's going on?
Oh shit!
I need
crazy.
to make this even scarier.
But the gym
than
is
it
a weird place, you know.
Yeah.
Like my friend said, when he's in the locker room, the old men just walk around with their dicks out, which is a locker room, like it's expected. But they're like blow drying their nut sacks with like the blow dryer with their leg up on the sink, and I'm like, why are you blow drying your nut sack? Like use a towel, like a normal person, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Every time I go to the gym, I feel like the old men, it's like very sexually charged. Like I'm like,
The
I
old
don't
men
wanna-
love me.
Yeah, but it's
like a thing.
That's one of the reasons why I don't like the gym is like I don't like the gym. Baseline simple. I don't like working out in front of people. I don't like people looking at me. But then you have like the second layer
vultures.
of the 80-year-old man like just staring at you, and you're like, can I just do my shit? And I get like the anger thing.
And they have no fear. They're seasoned. They live a lot of life. So if you try to do the thing where you stare back at them and you're like, what are we
Yeah.
doing? They just stare right into your soul.
I wonder what would happen though
And
if
in
you
your
started
possible cam toe into your cleavage. They stare at everything.
I'm just wondering if like what if you actually started raging out?
Like freaking out.
Why are you staring at me, old man? Everything okay? Like, and started like getting mad. Like, I wonder if you. I'm just trying to work out. Can you leave me alone? Like, I wonder if they would be like, "Oh, sorry."
They would. They would just act
Yeah,
like
they
a
would
little
probably just be
innocent,
like,
fragile being.
I'm just an old man. I'm not being creepy at all. I'm
Yeah.
safe.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they can look. It's
Definitely-
fine. I mean, it's like
As long
that's
as they're
like-
not jerking off in front of me, I'm good. You know?
Yeah, there's part of me that doesn't care, but depending on what mood I am in, that might
It
piss
could.
me the
Yeah,
fuck
it
off.
could.
Yeah.
It could really trigger you.
It's depending on what line, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Jerking off in the steam room is crazy. I'm guessing that he didn't know the guy was there because
maybe
he's
he was
been doing
being
this a
discreet.
lot.
Also, the steam room is
I thought you were
like
gonna say he was probably beating his meat.
no. So the steam room is like when you walk in, if someone's like further back, you can't see them right away.
So we have to make
So
a
maybe
rap
it
that
was a
says, I was being discreet.
gradual-
I was beating my meat.
Maybe it was a gradual reveal of the meat beating. You know what I mean?
Maybe he walked in and he was mid meat beat and he's telling it differently. And he's, what the fuck? I got to tell someone immediately. But he made it seem like he like walked in, sat down, made direct eye contact. Louis C.K'd him. And then he went to the people and told
All
them.
I know is he jerked off and he saw it. That's all I know. There's not a lot of detail.
It's
outside of that.
unacceptable. Definitely. You shouldn't be doing that. But
It's crazy.
the more you know. But that's the podcast. That was episode 14.
Yeah,
It's a bit of a ramble, but on that tidbit, have
All
a
right.
good night.
See ya.
Bye.